consecutive Olympics, the United States of America is golden.
The 2024 Summer Olympics has been one of the best displays of athletic talent in world history. Always the talk of the Olympic Games since competing in 1936 is the USA's men's basketball team. After having many successful years of winning gold and plenty of heartbreaking shortcomings, this 24 squad has captured gold again. Let's unravel how we got here and take a brief historical look on if this is the best men's basketball team ever. Chasing gold. As with every USA team, finding the right athletes to fit the puzzle pieces of a gold medal worthy roster comes with many challenges. The 24 team was of course no different. Searching for the right combination of experience and talent, managing director Grant Hill and head coach Steve Kerr had to blend the right roster together perfectly in hopes of capturing gold again. The decisions to add aging superstars on the roster proved to be a lucrative and very well calculated risk by Hill and his staff. First domino to fall was getting a king. LeBron James made the commitment to joining Team USA, which prompted other aging elite stars in the league to join the ranks, with Slim Reaper and Steph Curry agreeing to be part of the team. Team first. After the stars aligned, the young players that had international playing experience like Bam Adebayo, Anthony Edwards, Jayson Tatum, and Devin Booker were no-brainers to become part of the team's young but talented core. Now in NBA terms, that's called role players. And don't forget some straight dogs like an elite defender in Jrue Holiday and a rising star in his own right in Tyrese Haliburton. The problem this team is facing, and honestly the NBA, is a true big man to anchor the paint. Facing a team like Serbia that had a 3-time league MVP in Nikola Jokic, plus potential run-ins with Greece that had Giannis Antetokounmpo, and France that not only had a two-way star in Victor Wembanyama, but also a multiple Defensive Player of the Year winner and All-NBA player Rudy Gobert. It's a wink-wink good thing that Team USA was able to steal Joel Embiid from his home country of Cameroon and his adopted country, France, to pair with Anthony Davis and, of course, Bam. Then came the other drama with the roster, having to sub out Kawhi Leonard for, let's just say, health reasons. It would have been Kawhi's first appearance and probably only appearance in the Olympics. Not only did they have to work that out, but they had an awkward situation with, let's keep it a buck, keeping Jaylen Brown off the team for semi-political reasons, so making replacing Kawhi kind of difficult. Also, LeBron is almost 40 years old and he's supposed to be the best player on the team, and Steph Curry was kind of moping around because Klay Thompson left during free agency. So keeping a low profile for this team was like dang near impossible. But once it was settled who was going to come, once again, Derrick White became a critical role player for a team that needed him. Golden. Once the roster was clear and all the pieces were in place, it was time to set their sights on Paris, France. The mission, of course, win gold. Here was the good, bad, and kind of ugly path that the 24 team took en route to earning gold. In their exhibition games, they played Canada, beat them by 14, Australia beat them by 6, Serbia beat them by 26, beat down. That fourth game was a nail biter against South Sudan in a 1-point game, the fifth game and another close call against Germany. The average margin of victory in the USA Basketball Showcase would have been 10.2 points per game. Then it was time to graduate, get serious, and move on to the group phase / tournament play. In group play, everything looked pretty smooth, beating Serbia again by 26, South Sudan by 17, and remember, this is the same South Sudan that gave them that 1-point scare in exhibition play. Then you had Puerto Rico and they mopped them up by 21 points as well. So the average margin of victory in the Group C phase was 21.3 points. So the gloves were off, and having gone undefeated in exhibition and group play, Team USA had an even larger target on their back entering tournament play. Things started off like it was going to be a breeze. In the quarterfinals, they beat Brazil by 35, having a hot start and feeling themselves a little bit, beating the brakes off Brazil. Then the semifinals came up and they beat Serbia, which is hard to do. It's hard to beat the same team 3 times, but they almost lost this one, squeezing the game out by a 4-point victory, falling behind as many as 17 points heading into the fourth quarter, down 13. Serbia led for more than 35 minutes of a 40-minute game, but the US had an advantage when it counted. In the fourth quarter, Team USA was able to outscore Serbia 32-15. Then we get to what we were all waiting for, playing for gold, and against a familiar foe in France, the host country. They was able to pull this one out by 11 points in a really kind of back and forth game. Team USA was able to pull through and show that they were the better team. And just like that, Team USA is golden again, and that is their 5th straight men's gold medal.
Over the double team. Oh, it's a golden dagger!
the average margin of victory for the 3 tournament games would be about 16.6 points per game. They came for gold and they're leaving with gold. All right, now let's take this to the footnotes in history. Taking a look at the books, the 24 team has a lot going for it in terms of most talented team assembled. Having a team that boasts 8-time NBA League MVP winners, 11 finals victories, 7 finals MVPs, not to mention countless all-NBA and all-star team selections on the squad. Now that's just talent, and that's in the NBA. What about the on-court performance when it matters most in the Olympic Games? Well, compared to the past 5 teams, the 24 squad is kind of an anomaly because they only had 6 games, group play plus tournament play. The other past 5 squads, with the exception of the 2020, technically the 2021 Olympic team, played 8 games. The 2020 squad that played in the 2021 Olympics had a 5-1 record and route to their gold medal finish, beating the only team that beat them in group play, France. Ironic, I know. And before y'all say anything, do not compare this team to the Dream Team because their margin of victory was like ridiculous. It was massive, yo. Like, look, the average margin of victory was 43.8 points. And leading up to the Olympics, they won 6 games by an average of 51.5 points per game in the Tournament of Americas. Plus, the competition on the world stage was much different, and it's not the same game. But they was mopping up whole country's best players. It's crazy. The leaders or MVP of this team could honestly go to any one of these players. The selflessness of Team USA really helped them capture gold this time around. When certain players had to step up, they did that. And with head coach Steve Kerr opting to give minutes based on matchups, not performance, it really helped them provide versatility and not allow opposing teams to exploit major weaknesses offensively or defensively, which did mean any of these men had to accept a big or small role at any time for the betterment of the team. I will say the old heads like Curry and Durant certainly came through big. And of course, LeBron was not only a leader to this bunch and voted team captain, but also had some of those great and elite performances that even Grant Hill didn't expect to still be in his tank, including a triple-double versus Serbia, which he's the only player to have done that in US team history. Curry turned out to have some big performances as well in the last 2 games, especially a 30-point game to also help in that Serbia matchup. And Durant not only being the leading scorer in Team USA history, but a certified bucket definitely helps. By the way, Durant was also injured coming into the Olympics and had to sit out all the exhibition games until they got into group play, which they really needed him then. But we all know it was Ant's team, like he said, for real. I'm just playing. The most decorated basketball players in international play have kept the gold streak alive for Team USA. Let's see how far that can last. I want to hear from y'all. Who do you think has been the most important player on this Team USA squad? Also, let me know if y'all think this was the best men's team ever. We're going to see y'all in LA in 2028 for the Summer Games. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all, peace.